You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and be sure to smash that like button. What you hoped was impossible, I knew was inevitable. Welcome to your new reality. For years, I have warned you. Nick Saban made a deal with the devil. 6 national championships. 5 SEC championships. 117 and 18 in conference games. An overall record of 201 and 29. You lost 29 games total in 17 years. Nick made a deal with the devil. And now I have come to collect. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You soared after the Georgia win. But you did not heed my warning. You ignored the signs that were there, plain to see. You were in a 1-score game midway through the 4th quarter with South Florida. You blew a 28-point lead at home. You needed the heroics of an otherworldly freshman to save you from the greatest collapse in your program's history. And the history of Kalen DeBoer blowing leads is so much longer. I told you, look, just 1 year ago, Washington led Oregon by 17 in the second half of the Pac-12 championship game, blew that lead, needed a miracle to win it. Led by 11 in the 4th quarter on their home field against the Ducks, blew it, needed a miracle to win it. Do you remember the Sugar Bowl in the college football playoff? How Washington led Texas 34-21 in the 4th quarter, only to have to survive a pass into the end zone from the 13-yard line that would have capped an improbable comeback. That is the Kalen DeBoer experience. That is your new reality. Oh, it would have been sweet to watch Georgia suffocate you for 4 quarters like they did in the second half. It would have been sweeter still had they finished off the 28-point comeback. But what better way for me to humble you than by sending the lowliest possible runt to submit you? Vanderbilt Vanderbilt. 0-60 all time against top 5 opponents. Vanderbilt. In Nick Saban's 17 years in Tuscaloosa, he allowed a total of 13 points to Vanderbilt. Kalen DeBoer allowed 23 in the first half. 418 yards, 40 points. Vanderbilt held the football for 42 minutes and 8 seconds. Vanderbilt pummeled you into submission. And when all you needed was a stop at the end of the game to pull off another improbable, miraculous comeback, Vanderbilt ran the ball straight down your throat. You were dominated by Vanderbilt. The nerds reigned supreme. Kalen DeBoer is wearing a dry fit t-shirt on the sideline, looking like he just got done at Anytime Fitness. Ha 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 ha. That is your new reality. I've heard some of you try to hand wave this. I've heard some of you try to compare this to Nick Saban losing to ULM in 2007. What you forget is that Nick Saban inherited an Alabama team that went 6-7 under Mike Shula, lost the Independence Bowl. Nick Saban inherited a steaming pile of dung. Kalen DeBoer inherited the greatest situation in the history of college football. The most dominant, most stable program ever from the greatest coach ever. And in 1 month's time, you've already seen it up. Welcome to your new reality. A world where you lose to Vanderbilt. A world where you are no longer feared. A world where you are mere mortals like all the rest. 1 week ago, I told you you were entering your Les Miles era. You laughed. You jeered. You criticized. I told you. I have lived this world of head-scratching wins, confounding losses, frustrating Saturdays, leaving the stadium after a win, wondering how. I told you Les Miles was a good coach. Won a national championship. Played for another. He only lost because of the deal Nick Saban made with the devil. Won 2 SEC titles. Played for a third. Averaged 9 wins over more than a decade in a conference and a division where he had to look at Nick Saban every single year. But it didn't change the frustration felt by so many for so long, knowing it could have been more. And that is your new reality. The reality that it will never, ever be as good as it was. Your charmed existence is over. Your life atop college football's throne is finished. Your greatest day as a football fan has been lived. It will only be down from here. Oh, Kalen DeBoer will win games. But he will lose. Many. You will find the likes of Vanderbilt standing supreme over your rotting carcass more often than ever before. If you are frustrated by Saturday's result, understand this. That is your new reality. A world where Vanderbilt can beat you. A world where you blow 28-point leads on your home field. A world where South Florida plays you toe-to-toe for 3.5 quarters. Sure, there will be wins, but the losses will follow. Nick Saban's deal with the devil is due. I've come to collect. Welcome to your Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.